Hey, well, welcome back, and thanks for tuning in, watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell, here with Mark Slevcove. Today, we will welcome our Athletes of the Year, Zoey, Henson, and Matthew Morrell, to the program. We'll get an update on our spring sports, talk to some more athletes and staff members in our Subs and Grubs segment, How Well Do You Know? Coach, I had more people reaching out this week say they were watching. We're getting pretty big, as big as Paul Bunyan. That's what I'm hearing. Shout out to Peoria, Arizona, Pinellas, Florida, and Leiden, the Netherlands. I think it's Leiden in the Netherlands. They're all watching. Worldwide, Coach.
Worldwide. Yep.
At least a couple people here as well.
Well, I'm just trying to spread the word in Cypress and, West Garden Grove and Buena Park, But if you're going worldwide, that's cool too.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, we're trying to get it done here, right? We're trying to see who we can reach, right? It's all about reaching people here, right? The unlimited you. We're trying to get it done. So, anyway, speaking of getting it done, let's check in with how our teams are doing in CIF and get our report as they keep battling out the end of that spring season. Coach, what do we got?
All right. Well, unfortunately, the baseball team didn't get it done yesterday. Lost a close one in the second round of the Division I playoffs to Sierra Canyon on Tuesday. 2-1. Not the finish that the boys wanted, but it closes out a season in which the team went 22-8, won the National Classic Tournament, and a share of the Empire League Championship. I know they'll be back next year.
Yeah, for sure. And the people that know understand that division probably in the playoffs might be the best one in the United States. I mean, it's just tremendous. The teams who are in there anybody can beat anybody on any day.
That's right. Division I Baseball Championship Tournament is probably the toughest in the nation. Maybe the universe. I don't know.
Maybe. That might be softball. Softball has always been one of the toughest in the universe.
That's true.
For sure.
That's true. Speaking of softball, the softball team won their second round matchup Tuesday afternoon at Cypress versus Aquinas 2-0. This comes after their crazy come-from-behind victory last Friday in the first round against Hemet, 14-13. Thursday, the girls will head to Capital Valley for the quarterfinal game. If they could beat that, there's a chance we match up with Kennedy again, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves for a Saturday game. Good luck, ladies. The swim team, the boys swim team advanced 2 swimmers to the CIF finals last Saturday. Congrats to Ryan Novak for finishing in 4th place in both the 200 and 500 freestyle events in Division III, and Ian Kim for finishing 9th in the championship heat of the 100 breaststroke. The track team competed in the CIF prelims last week in Division I. The fastest division around. This dang Division I in CIF Southern Section is pretty tough. Aiden Houston and Alan Vuong move on to the CIF finals this week. Aiden advances in the 400 meter and Alan seeded first in the high jump. So best of luck, fellas, on Saturday, and congratulations to all those that qualified, including our 4x100 girls relay team. Produced a season best time, but not good enough to advance in Division I track. In boys golf, my son, Ryan Slevcove, won the Empire League Individual Championship last week after rounds of 66 and 69, which qualified him for CIF Individuals along with Nathan Yu. They competed on Monday at CIF Individual Regionals at Los Serranos, but neither one could find the stroke needed to advance. The team will still compete on Monday in the Teen Championships at Cross Creek in Temecula. Boys tennis played in their semifinals yesterday at Kate High School in Carpinteria. So when this show airs, we will know if our boys tennis team will be playing in the CIF finals at Claremont Tennis Center on Friday afternoon. Good luck, Coach Paul and the boys. And the badminton team is currently playing in a postseason pool play tournament and got a first round victory before losing a game to Arcadia in pool play, and they'll get a consolation game later in this week.
Yeah, a lot of stuff as we wind down another school year. If you have time today on Thursday, get down to Capital Valley. Watch that game. Again, with the win, we could possibly get a home game here on Saturday in the semifinals. So definitely get out and do it, right, and be a part of the action. So, all right, well, let's get to everybody's favorite section, Coach. This week's Subs and Grubs. This week, How Well Do You Know segment is going to ask athletes and staff how well they know our tennis coach, Coach Joe Paul. Here's what they had to say.
All right, we're here with world traveler Miss Manera,
Head coach football, Rick Feldman.
Coach Lumberg on his birthday, Coach Paul, baseball shortstop Avery Covarrubias. Just like Mr. Paul, we want to know how well you know Coach Joe Paul. You ready?
Ready?
What sport does Coach Paul coach at Cypress?
Tennis.
Tennis.
Nice.
He coaches boys and girls tennis.
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 How many times has Coach Paul's teams been in the CIF finals?
Oh man, I would say it's 4 or 5 times.
3.
A lot. I'm gonna say 3.
3.
What sports did Coach Paul play when he was younger?
I guess tennis.
Football and basketball.
I would think he played football and basketball.
I'm gonna go with tennis and baseball. Football, basketball, and baseball.
In his choir, what voice part does he perform?
Ooh, trying to.
Parts?
Baritone?
I would say bass.
A baritone?
The closing one, the closing act.
Baritone and tenor.
What animals does Coach Paul breed?
Dogs.
Pigs.
Parrots.
Fish!
African cichlids and Akitas.
If anyone gets that, it'll be amazing.
What other country did Coach Paul live in?
Oh, somewhere in Asia. China?
England.
Germany.
Germany.
Taiwan.
And the last one, who tells longer stories? Coach Paul or Lundberg?
I'm gonna say Coach Paul. He still hasn't finished his story about his fish. So, yes.
Wow, that's a really tough one. I've listened to both guys. I'm gonna go Coach Paul with the longer story.
Nice.
Wow. Paul.
I probably embellish more than he does.
I think Lumberg.
All right, well, today we welcome our Athletes of the Year, not only for Cypress High School, but for the Empire League. Pretty awesome. Zoey, Henson, and Matthew Morrell, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You guys excited about it a little bit?
Yeah.
So you guys recently found out not only that you were our Athletes of the Year, but the Empire League Athletes of the Year. It's pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, in our history, we can't remember a time where that has happened in the same year. We've had a male Athlete of the Year for the Empire League and a female, but to have them both in the same year, first time.
It certainly hasn't happened since 2009, since we've been keeping track. So it may have happened before that. Not sure. Probably not. So this is probably the first time.
It's very cool. Great accomplishment.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, we just finished How Well Do You Know? And one of the last questions on How Well Do You Know is who tells longer stories, Coach Paul or Coach Lumberg? And maybe you're not familiar with Coach Paul, but what about Coach Lumberg? Is he a storyteller? Does he talk a lot?
Yeah, Coach Lundberg could go on for like 40 minutes about his high school years and his college years, and it's kind of repetitive a little bit, but it's definitely a really long story.
Sometimes you want to walk away, but you gotta be respectful. So
Yeah.
sometimes
Like,
it can be a little hard.
Hey, don't worry. We feel the same way with both. We're like, we want to walk away, but we got to be respectful of them. So. Well, hey, congratulations again. Zoey, I'll start with you. Of all the athletes here at Cypress now, we got a lot of great athletes here currently, and obviously in our history, we've had a lot of really good athletes. What does it mean for you to win this award?
I think it's really exciting for both the volleyball program and myself, just because I know that like Cypress High School isn't usually known to be a very like high performing athletic school, especially when it comes to the girls volleyball program. And so I think it was really important for me winning this award to like recognize the program that it came from and like just understanding that all the hard work that it went into it and stuff like that. So I'm definitely proud of myself, but I'm also at the same time like more thankful for my coaches and the teammates that I had in the last 4 years. And so, yeah, I think it's like very special because this last high school season was my last time playing indoor volleyball because I'm pursuing beach volleyball in college. And so I'm just very happy that it all turned out the way that it was with my last indoor season.
Yeah, Matthew, same thing. You got a lot of great success here as well. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, I'm really thankful for everyone who's helped me, and it kind of, caps off my 3 years here. I feel like that have been really successful as personally, but also as teams. The teams I've been on, I think, have been really successful in both sports. So it kind of just, caps it off, like I said, and it means a lot.
So you guys both brought up team and teammates and getting an individual award, but being a part of a team sport. How important are your teammates to the success that you guys have had in this award?
Oh, they're super important. Like, if anybody saw, like, the inside of the volleyball practices during season, like, you wouldn't be able to get through it if you didn't have your teammates. And it's a very selfless sport, and it's a very selfless program, and you have to be able to put others before yourself in order to do well in that program. And I think that's something that I excelled at, was I wasn't thinking about myself more than half the time at all. Like, it was just, and the practices are very hard in the volleyball program, and a lot of girls like will either tap out or like quit at sometimes, and you just really have to be able to like stop thinking about yourself and just get through the practice just to do well for your team. Because team sports, it's something like if somebody doesn't do well, then the whole team kind of crumbles after that. And so having a team that was supportive and both skilled at the same time was something that really led to my success in this program.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be able to get this award without my teammates. I feel like every day in practice, in both sports, I've had teammates to push me to be the best I can be, and I feel like that's really huge. Just playing with some great athletes in both sports have been huge for me, just to help grow each other with our skills. So yeah, that's been huge.
Go ahead. So you both have mentioned kind of coaches as well, right? So Coach Griffith, very tough in practice. Coach Feldman, Coach Weber, also very demanding in practices. How much influence did your coaches have in this as well?
Oh, my coaches, Coach Alex has like the biggest influence on me than pretty much all the other coaches I've had in indoor volleyball. She has conditioned me both mentally and physically to the point where I wouldn't even recognize myself. My freshman year wouldn't even recognize myself, the person I am now. And it's just because like she pushes you so hard during practices and the off time where games should be easy. And I think that that's kind of something like a mental like skill that I have now that just I'll take with me for the rest of my life. And it really definitely helped me out in like every other sport that I've played too.
Yeah, like I said, with teammates pushing me, both coaches pushed me a ton, and on and off the field, just testing me just to see, how I can take it mentally. So yeah, it's been demanding for sure, but it's also helped me get to the point where I'm at today. So.
It's certainly been rewarding to watch you guys, the teams you've played on, and the accolades that you've earned individually as part of the team sport and team game has been pretty special and very fun to watch. And Matt, I'm sure you know how good Zoey's been for our volleyball team, and Zoey, you know how good Matt's been in football and baseball. What makes her so special? I'm sure you guys have some similarities in terms of skill set and qualities out there on the court and the athletic field. What similarities do you have with her, and what makes her so good?
Yeah, we talk about it sometimes. I feel like she's a good leader. I feel like she knows her skills, and she could obviously take over a game at any point. And I feel like she gets her teammates involved really well and kind of just leads and has the rest of the team just follow her. I feel like she does it really well.
How about you, Zoey? What makes Matt so special? What do you guys have in
I would say something that makes Matt special in a game and as a team player is his character. Like, there's no bad blood around him at all, and he would give anything for his teammates. He's a very like selfless person, and I think that's what, in both his athleticism too, but I think his character really takes him a long way in him doing well in the sports that he plays.
Yeah, certainly athleticism, that jumps off the page, but the leadership qualities, the selflessness, those are things that certainly you learn from sports, and it shows your character, reveals your character when you guys are out there, and we're very proud to have you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, super proud to have you guys a part of this. And I know it's just not here. You guys put a lot of time and effort. You've had tremendous seasons. No doubt your parents are proud of you. Your your families, your coaches, our athletic department, the school as well. What is your most memorable or proud moment for yourselves here at your time with Cypress?
I think. Are you talking about like sports, like athletically? I think this football season kind of. I kind of have two, but for first football, I think just the season as a whole with guys, battling stuff. I feel like our team just came together, and especially in those playoff games that were really intense and tough. Just that was crazy to be a part of, and that's something I'll remember always. And then baseball, I would say winning the National Classic again, back to back, which has never been done in school history. So that was crazy, and that's something I'll also remember forever. Just the teammates also just they make it really fun. So
I would say just in general my senior season on the volleyball team, for some reason I was able to walk away from that season having like no regrets, and even though we lost in round 2 and we didn't do as well as we expected to, just because you expect to go away all the time, but I think that I was able to just put in everything I had, and just to see it work out in the way that like I'm getting like different awards and like named for different things. It's really just like watching it all unfold and like looking back and being able to be like, wow, like I worked really hard for that period of time, and now it's all kind of coming together. I think that was very valuable to me.
Matt, let's talk about your resume a little bit in your sports. 3-time Empire League champ in football and baseball, league MVP in baseball, league MVP in football, first team All-County in football, first team All-CIF in baseball, on and on and on and on. The accolades are amazing in 2 sports, 2 team sports, really, really impressive. What does it mean to know that we're probably going to be talking about Matthew Morrell when we recall great athletes of Cypress High School 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road. What does that mean to go down probably as one of the best multi-sport athletes in Cypress High School history? Certainly the best Morrell that's ever come through these doors.
There's no doubt about that. Hands down, slam dunk, the best Morrell.
Yeah, it means a lot. Like Zoey said, I feel like Cypress can kind of fly under the radar a little bit compared to some of these bigger schools, and especially like Trinity League and stuff like that. So it definitely means a lot, and just super thankful for everyone who's helped me, coaches, you guys, teammates, just everyone who's helped me along the way. It's been a long road, but it's been really fun, and I'm just super, super thankful and grateful to be a part of these programs that I've been in over the last 3 years.
And if you would have played a third sport, maybe ping pong, you probably would have been okay with that. I would have had to train you on the side a little bit to improve your skills.
You guys both made mention of Cypress being, maybe not as well known, but we're going through the re-leaguing process currently.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that you guys have, if that was the case, it's not anymore. We're pretty well known at this point and highlighted in those meetings, maybe more than what we want. We kind of like that under the radar
right?
part.
I mean,
but,
just think about this. This year, our varsity sports have won 16 league championships. Out of 26 sports, 16 league championships this year alone. It's no wonder some schools want to get away from us in our league. And that's the most we've ever won in school history anywhere in time. So quite a few victories.
Yeah. Well, Zoey, your accomplishments are obviously just as impressive as Matthew's, starting your freshman year, continuing through now. 3-time league champ, 29-1 overall record.
Who did we lose to? Do you know who?
Crane Lutheran.
Yeah, we lost to Crane. Yeah.
Junior year, freshman year? I don't remember.
Close.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
League MVP as well, all county. First team in the past. Many accomplishments for you. Looking at our volleyball program, the success we've had in the past, knowing you're a big part of what we're doing, what do you want to leave behind for others who will have to keep those high expectations going in the program?
My legacy, I want it to consist of people understanding that I wasn't I did have natural talent growing up, but a lot of it, especially during my high school years, was just straight up hard work. I don't think I've ever really tapped out of a practice before, and I think that people need to kind of let go of their pride a little bit when they're coming into a new sport and expect nothing. And great things will come if you just keep working hard, and just know that there's always somebody working harder than you in the gym. And so just recognizing the hard work that I put into all of the things that I made happen for myself, it was kind of really special because I know that people, like, it can come easier to some people and stuff like that. But for me, like, I did work really hard, and I know a lot of girls, like, I do it with grace, I think, and a lot of people don't realize, like, how much work it actually takes to be good at something. And so I just want, like, the little freshmen and, like, everybody to know that, like, you have to be able to put in the extra work, and you have to like what you're doing and stuff like that. And I was thankful enough to not get burnt out at all. Like, I love my sport, and I think that was able to take me to the next level for college and professional wise.
All right, and for college, you're going to the University of Washington to go play beach volleyball. We don't offer that here at Cypress, so how did you get into that? How excited are you to go away to continue playing beach volleyball in college?
I am so excited. Like, I got into beach volleyball a little bit later compared to other girls. I got into it when I was like 13 officially, and it was a sport where I was not, again, naturally gifted at all. Like, I cannot count on my fingers how many times I've lost tournaments in like the first round and stuff like that. But I remember when I was getting recruited this 2 summers ago that, like, indoor has always been something that was, like, always given to me just because I've been around great coaches and great programs where we're used to winning and stuff like that. And then beach volleyball, for some reason, like, it just didn't come as easily to me. And for some reason, I was kind of gravitated towards that in a way. So I'm definitely ready to, like, work hard and get as good as I am in indoor at beach volleyball. And I'm excited to see where it takes me just because I know that there's a lot of opportunity for me in that sport too.
Did you watch USC and UCLA play this
Yes, I
weekend?
did.
Yeah.
We did chat about that a little bit.
Yes, we did. It was a close one. I called it too. My mom was like, "Oh, USC's gonna win 3-0," and I was like, "No, like, UCLA's gonna come back a little bit," and they did, but they still lost. But it was exciting to watch.
Well, Matthew, you've excelled both in football and baseball. You've decided to go to Oregon State University. Congratulations.
Thank
to
you.
play baseball. How did you come to that decision to play baseball over maybe going to play football, and how excited are you to get going in Corvallis?
Yeah, it was obviously a really tough decision. Played both sports and other sports my whole life. But then at the end of the day, I just thought that, visiting Oregon, it was just, I had a great time with the coaches and everything, and they kind of convinced me in a way that baseball was the right decision at Oregon State, and I kind of went with it. I loved it, and I'm just really excited. Obviously, they built a pretty good program over there over the last, I don't know how many years, but I hope they're on the rise, and coming there, it's gonna be a great decision for me. So.
You guys are both going to great schools. I've been to both those places. I've seen both the campuses. They're both in awesome campuses in great cities, and I'm sure you guys will do very well. So congratulations again on that. Well, we've come to the point now for the fast action questions. So hopefully they're not anything that you've seen or done. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. What's more important, running or lifting weights?
Lifting weights.
Very good. That's just because you hate to run.
No, I promise.
You do. Because I've seen Coach Alex is making us run 9 miles.
Mr. Russell, I'm actually
Tap
good at
out,
running.
tap out.
I'm good at running.
All right. Tacos or hamburgers?
Tacos.
A little miscommunication. All right. Hardest class that you've had here at Cypress? Hardest?
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry, ridiculously hard. Easiest class?
English.
English.
English. I was going to say Mr. Limerick's biology class.
Oh, Mr. Lumber's anatomy class.
All right. Zoey, this one's for you. Could Matthew return a serve from you in volleyball? Do you have any shot?
No.
No chance?
Really? He was a volleyball player.
Have you seen his
Could you?
platform?
I don't know. My passing isn't.
He crosses the thumbs.
My passing isn't great, but I think I'd find a way to for sure.
Find a way. Okay, maybe we go on set next week for that. All right. Well, Matthew, this is for you. Could Zoey get on base facing you on the mound? Anyway.
Definitely not.
Bunt, walk,
definitely not.
hit by pitch.
She's gonna hope the ball slips out of my hand and for me to hit her. Maybe.
I don't think she would hope for that.
Yeah, right. What's your best memory in your years here at Cypress? What's your favorite memory? Not necessarily, doesn't have to be anything athletic. Just what's your best memory?
In school at Cypress?
Yeah, at Cypress.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think just both seasons of me, just baseball and football, just everything. All the coaches, all the teammates, just athletics in itself has been just tremendous, and it's been a great experience, and I'll remember forever. So
I'd say just in general, like my senior year, not only because like the teachers and well, you were my teacher for one semester, but just like the support and like how close I've gotten with my teachers and the staff here. And also like your senior year is really special because it's like you can grow either really close to people or and find out who your real friends are. But I am definitely leaving on a good note at Cypress for my senior year. It's all just been very fun in a way, you know what I mean?
Good. I've had the luck to have both you guys. Matthew's still in my class. He didn't say I was his favorite memory, so it's been going down. But, you know.
Stock project.
All right, stock project. Oh boy. All right. Well, thanks again to Zoey Henson and Matthew Morrell for being here today. Thanks to our sponsors, Subs and Grubs and Coach's Corner, for supporting the show. Get over to Coach's Corner before and after the game and celebrate. We have softball today. Don't forget to get out to the softball game. Check that out. We're playing at Capo Valley. If you can make it out there, definitely make it out there and support them. Other than that, we are wrapping up that spring season in CIF. So thanks again for watching. Next week, we're going to be here with two very special guests who are retiring from the CIF Southern Section. What is CIF?
California Interscholastic Federation.
Hey, all right, we remembered. They'll be retiring. We'll have them here next week and give them a nice send-off. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you then next week.